32 is hit, ejecting over Mopar Pass.
Bug-Eye Pass, Laos. A choke point are the myriad of trails and roads that made up the Ho Chi Minh Trail. Heavily defended and not to place 1 inch to bail out. Especially if you just walk here. Fighter 2 has been shot down by a surface-to-air missile that crew has ejected. The U.S. would never leave their downed pilots behind. The combat search and rescue mission saved a mini pilot and gave air crews the knowledge that they would not be left to fall into the hands of the enemy. This mission was performed by pilots, not flying the modern jets of the day, but Korean-era propeller aircraft, the venerable Douglas A-1 Skyraider. It could take punishment and keep flying, stay on station for hours, and provide close air support with a weapons load equal to that of a B-17 bomber. The Air Force Rescue A-1 Skyraiders flew with a call sign of Sandy, and the sound of their 2,700 horsepower, 18-cylinder radial engine was magic to the ears of a downed pilot or anyone surrounded by the enemy. The Sandy's job was to secure an area and suppress the enemy, while the large HH-53 Jolly Green helicopters could fly in and pick up the survivors. In order to get the survivors out of the jungle environment of Southeast Asia, the Jollies would have to hold a hover while dropping a jungle penetrator down into the cable and winch the survivor back up into the helicopter. And many times the survivors were assisted by parajumpers or PJs that were lowered with the penetrator. While the Jollies held this hover, they were unable to evade enemy fire at easy targets unless protected. A dangerous mission, and not at all Jolly Greens returned home after performing this heroic mission. There's one of our survivors coming down in a parachute right now. The day's rescue is being coordinated by a forward air controller, or a FAC, call sign Nail 07. Though Sandy 1 is on scene, Commander FAC coordinates all available resources for the rescue operation. Nail 07 is flying the small, low and slow single-engine Cessna Bird Dog to see above. He must constantly maneuver to avoid not only small arms fire, but large AAA or anti-aircraft artillery. There is plenty of it in the area. The enemy knows Nail is in the Bird Dog, is coordinating the rescue, so he's not only an easy target, but a high-value one as well. He's laying down a smoke rocket that you just saw, marking an inbound platoon of North Vietnamese Army regulars moving in from the northwest. Nail expediting today's rescue by calling in a nearby Huey, much closer than the Jolly Greens from Thailand, some 60 miles away. The Bell UH-1 Huey is a symbol of the Vietnam War, a versatile workhorse. The Huey is escorted by a Bell AH-1 Cobra attack helicopter, armed with guns and rockets, and ready to provide close air support. Nail will work with all available air assets to not let our survivors fall into enemy hands or worse.
81 survivors, gunfighter 8-2 Alpha and Bravo are authenticated. You have command. Platoon of MPA to the northwest, marked with white smoke.
You can see our Sandy coming in from the right now. He's going to lay down some nape with his 20mm cannons and napalm, otherwise known as a 20-mite Mike. He's rolling in for another napalm pass. Enemy forces, 82 Bravo. We better keep our heads down here. Looks like the Sandy has done a thorough job of keeping the bad guys at bay. On our side should be safe for our rescue helo to move in and pick up. No, wait, after all of that, there still seems to be some enemy troops out there.
Tally on Bravo and inbound.
Huey inbound now to pick up the survivor out there after the enemy has been suppressed by the Cobra and by Sandy White. Providing cover while the Huey picks up that survivor out there.
Huey 1-1, we have survivor coming out. Sandy, Cobra, give me cover, proceeding to pick up Alpha.
There you have it. Cobra getting in cover. Huey's off to pick up another survivor, 82A, whose predicament was less precarious than that of Bravo, even though he was helplessly hanging his parachute from a tree.
Sierra Hotel work, gentlemen. Debrief at the Sandy Box. Gunfighters by Alpha.
Happy ending to the successful rescue. Not all ended that way. The gravy of these facts, Helo crews and Skyraider pilots, was legendary and many thanks to them. Fitting tribute to our heroic rescuers in the Vietnam War, where did their duty in the face of an unpopular war and risked their lives that others may live. Flying the A-1 Bird Dog, famed Alaskan bush pilot, Arrow Wing from Heritage Flight Museum, Bellingham, Washington. The A-1 Skyraider, Alan Anders, also from the Heritage Flight Museum. And from Olympia Flight Museum, Olympia, Washington. Brian Reynolds flying the... Final pass by our Huey, the Cobra, the A-1 Skyraider, the SPAD of Vietnam, and the O-1, the L-19 Bird Dog. Distinctive sound, of course, from the Huey, the womp womp womp. That's the advancing blade tip going supersonic that causes that sound. I guarantee you right now that guy in that O-1 Bird Dog, the L-19, he's got that throttle all the way forward. 12 miles out from your right, ladies and gentlemen, the United States Air Force's very own B-2 Spirit, flown in from the 509th Bomb Wing at Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri. Taking just a couple of minutes to get here. He is not supersonic. Take a look at this marvelous airplane. You're going to have to look very, very carefully to see it out there because the cross-section.
Thank you.